Habit Busting 2021. Is 2021 the 1 year where you break the habits that are holding you back and you create the habits of success? Look, a great life, it doesn't happen by chance, it happens by design. And I'm going to take you on a little magical mystery tour to help you go forwards, because ultimately that's the only thing you're doing. You are moving forwards, but are you moving forwards to the place you want to go? This is a book I wrote in 2003. It was an international best-selling book called Habit Busting. I actually have a copy of this in Korean, in Portuguese and Romanian. I don't understand any of it, but I do understand the words that were written here. They were written some time ago and a lot has changed. And I really want to show you how you can go from where you are to where you want to be as you start to close the gaps. So what is a habit? Well, if you look at the dictionary definition, it will tell you it's something that a nun wears. A nun wears a habit. It's the outfit that they wear. But also a habit is something that we as human beings do. Now, who said this? Excellence is not an act. We are what we repeatedly do. Who said that? Well, apparently it was Aristotle that said that over 2,500 years ago. Excellence is not an act. It's not a one time. It's not something you do once and think, I now have all of my habits installed. Excellence is a habit. And I really encourage you to start thinking about what are the habits that you have that serve you and what are the habits that don't serve you that you would like to remove. Because what we need to focus on is you having the tiny habits in place. The things that if you did them every single day, over time would create an amazing future. Now, I know there are a few things that we have in common, right? I know that we all have goals. We are what the Greeks called teleological. Telos. We need goals. We need targets. In fact, everything we do is driven by outcomes. So many things that we probably even take for granted. But what we need to think about as human beings consciously is, if this is what I want, what are the habits I need to have in place to make that happen? A great life, it doesn't happen by chance. It happens by design. So what I want you to think about are, where are the gaps? Where are the gaps right now in your life with your health and your energy, your relationships, your wealth and your work? You know, if you look at any of the YouTube videos that we've done, and there are quite a few, you'll see there's a number of themes. And one of the themes we talk about is the big three. The big three areas that if you wave the magic wand, that you could have what you wanted. Most people would say they wanted something in any one or all three of those areas. Better health, better energy, more meaningful, impactful relationships, and more wealth, work that they enjoy doing more. But the issue that we all have is the interference. Yes, the duck in our head. I'm not actually presupposing that you actually have a duck in your head, but it's the quackery, it's the self-talk, it's the narrative. And if we really want to change our lives, one of the biggest habits that you will break is to change the narrative. Changing what you say to yourself. You'll never make this little guy go away, or a big guy, depends how much attention. You see, most of us think we are the story that we're telling ourselves. I believe we are the stories that we are telling ourselves about our future. And that is why I encourage you to think about where are the gaps, and also to think about what are the habits that you have in place. So let me give you something practical that I think could really, really, really help you. So think about any habit that if you did it every single day over an extended period of time, that you would get a result that you want. Maybe just something really simple like drinking more water. How much water do you currently drink? Chances are you probably don't drink enough. Most of us are actually dehydrated. But if you think of a habit that you already have, like maybe getting up every day at a certain time, why not start to attach something that you already do with something that you want to include in your life? Look, what's really fascinating about habits is, why do we have them? Well, it won't probably surprise you, but we have them to survive, and we have them so we can forget about them and actually develop new habits. So what's fascinating is your brain doesn't know that many of the habits that you have, maybe they don't serve you anymore. Maybe once upon a time they did. We outlived many of the other people that are a part of, similar to the human race, like the Neanderthals, who had these big, big, big brains. But what is thought is they didn't have the capacity like we did to think quickly, to learn something and move on. We can learn quickly, but the best way to learn quickly is to have a compelling future that you want to go after. And if there was one thing that I could give you right now, it's an enthusiasm, it's a passion, it's an excitement about the possibilities that exist for you in the future. And this is what I'd like you to think about right now. Think about who you are capable of becoming, and think about the habits that you would have in place. Think about you in 1 year's time. Think about you in 5 years' time. How about 10 years' time? Now, this might seem a bit strange because I don't think many of you are going to be here in 100 years' time. And this is something I heard from Dr. John DeMartini. Recently, I had the opportunity to speak to him. If you don't know who he is and you like fascinating, interesting people, go and check him out. He's an incredible human being that really helps people kind of be who they're truly capable of being. And I've always thought about my legacy. I've always thought to myself, what is the mark that I want to leave on this planet 100 years from time, 100 years from now? Maybe it will be that people will still be watching these YouTube videos or listening to my podcasts or reading some of the books that we've put out into the world. But this is where he blew my mind, because he said, where do you want to be? What do you want the impact of your life to be 1,000 years after you've been here? So I don't even know when that would be. It's a long way off, right? But if we thought about where the mark we want to have in 1,000 years' time, and then start to think about if that's important enough to me, then what are the habits that I need to have in place? Not now, but right now. Success really comes down to a few simple things. And really it comes down to mastering a few things consistently, day in, day out. Things that might even seem sublime to you. And actually, what I really mean is mundane to you. But mundane things that done over time lead to sublime things. This is where we truly see the greatness in human beings. So, what's your biggest takeaway from this? What I would like you to take away from this is the fact that right now you have the opportunity to install the habits of success. Is it going to be easy? No, because this little guy is going to be quacking away, wanting you to stay where you are, because that's how we've survived. We are often on our guard for anything that is alien to us. But if you want to thrive, you're going to have to change the narrative. You're going to have to start doing things differently, because what got you here is not going to get you there. It's all about tiny habits. Check out some of the other videos that we've got, because it all kind of revolves around some very similar ideas and tactics and techniques as you start to think about the impact that you want to have on this world. Make sure in the description you see the 30-day Kickstart program that we have. It is absolutely free. And that program has been designed specifically to help you fall in love with the person that you're capable of becoming as you start to build a relationship between you and your future self, recognizing that everything that you do today is bringing your future to you. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. We're here to serve, we're here to inspire, and as I've already said, I'll say it again, a great life, it doesn't happen by chance, it happens by design. And that is where the magic is. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.